Yo, what's good, everyone, man? Um, Today's video, I've been trying to take my time and really think about what to say to this topic because I wanted to speak from a logic standpoint rather than an emotional standpoint because when I first heard it, I was just like really coming at it from emotions, but I had to take a step back and ask myself, hey, let me use logic to really respond to this. All right. So, really, I'm gonna talk about it because it's things that are uncomfortable. I'm gonna talk about Kyrie's statements about taking the vaccine, man. Um, like it's just kind of crazy to me, man, because I'm not I'm not vaccinated right now, but I do just stay with me, just stay with me, all right? Because just because I'm not vaccinated does not mean I'm against vaccination, right? But I just want to first start off by saying this, man. There's so much division in this world over the vaccine right now. Like you're an awful person if you have the vaccine or if you don't have the vaccine. And I just feel like it shouldn't even be like this right now because honestly, I feel like all of this division really started going back to last year, especially with the presidential election and really everything that's going on, the Black Lives Matter movement. And guys, like this is really taking the cake right now. And it's sad. It's just really sad right now. So like I'm gonna give you kind of just a summarization. These aren't direct statements, and I want to make that clear. But Kyrie, he made these two statements. Um, First one saying, like, I support you if you're vaccinated or unvaccinated, and he basically said, hey, I'm choosing not to be vaccinated because I believe it's best for me at this time, and that's what I want to do with my body. So he's choosing to do that because like it's his body. He should have that freedom of choice. And I want you guys to pay attention to this, what I just said, the freedom of choice, because we're going to come back to that and how that's going to play a big role in all of this. So, of course, Kyrie got scrutinized, man, after he made his IG video, because like really, like he poured out his heart really into that, and but he came from it from a calm perspective. You never heard him raise his voice. He started crying or anything. Like he literally was just talking from a logical position, and how he's not too sure of what's in this vaccine, and really like he didn't know if it was really safe right now. So of course, like that's honestly how I kind of feel too, man. And really, the whole thing with the Tuskegee experiment, man, like that. I hate to say it, but the CDC had their hands in that, and that's what makes me kind of cautious. Like, hey, you did that, and that lasted for 40 plus years. What makes me think that you're not going to try to do the same thing now? So like that's why I don't know, I'm cautious, man. But and if I'm selfish for that, then hey, I guess I'm selfish, for wanting to care about what's going into my body, man. But of course, back to the whole Kyrie thing, man. Kyrie was scrutinized by so many people. And first of one was Ryan Holiday. And if you don't know who Ryan Holiday is, he is a big believer in Stoicism. And if you don't know about Stoicism, basically, like it's a long story, but I encourage you just to go look it up. And they have good goals on there, like because really, it's always Stoicism is always talking about, hey, don't try to approach the situation from an emotional standpoint, approach it from a logical standpoint. And of course, Ryan Holiday didn't take his advice. Like he literally said, he called Kyrie selfish, and he basically tried to insult his intelligence when Kyrie made statements about the flat Earth theory, because he was like, "This is the same guy that believes that the Earth is flat." Like, dude, you're trying to attack somebody and make fun of them for not having a theory. And like, in all honesty, I don't know. Like I believe that the world is spherical, but I'm not going to scrutinize him because, for being a free thinker. Like he can have that choice to think. All right, but just because you don't agree with him doesn't mean you got to be a dick about it. Honestly, you know. So also Shaq, he literally said, Kyrie better hope I don't see him. Like, dude, you really gonna try to fight him, man? Like you're almost 50 years old and trying to talk about fighting people, man. And I just don't understand how, I don't know, like this. I just don't understand this whole thing of trying to really, you're making a threat to harm this guy, man. And so and then of course the biggest one out of these, the two biggest ones out of these, is Stephen A. Smith. Like he was saying that I have an issue with Kyrie and his selfishness towards his teammates. All right, and Stephen A. like he brought up the whole thing of him, you know, being in Brooklyn, and of course in the bubble he didn't want to play because of all of the things that were going on in the world with racism and the whole George Floyd aspect. Um, Also, he brought up the whole thing of where the season started in December of last year, and then I believe 7 games in, he basically said he needed a break, and Kyrie was out partying with his sister, and at the end of the day, dude, like, is it really our business? No, but of course, I mean, like this is how journalists get put food on the plate, man, put food on their family's plate, but I just don't understand like how you gonna sit there and attack this man basically for really just he's thinking, guys. He's thinking. And there's nothing wrong with that. And just because he doesn't want to take the vaccine does not mean he's a bad person, dude. And he's not really being selfish towards his teammates, because if anything, it's the organization that's being selfish, because they're basically saying he's a cancer right now, basically, that he's going to spread COVID rampant. And for the people out there, for this is going for both sides, whether you're anti-vaxxer or for the vaccine, guys, like, just because you get vaccinated does not mean you won't get the symptoms, or it does not mean you won't catch COVID. Like you still can get it, but you just won't get the symptoms if you are vaccinated. All right, but still, like that's just you're still at risk of spreading COVID, man. So I just don't understand how you can sit there and scrutinize this guy for really just not wanting to get the vaccine, man. So like it's his choice, it's his body, and I'm gonna take it there. Like people that are pro-choice with abortion, where are these people at right now? Like I hate to say that, but it's the same thing applies here, guys. And I know I'm gonna rub some people the wrong way, but like it's true. And then Kendrick Perkins, this dude, I think he just needed something to say during the segment on First Take, because this is crazy. Like he was basically saying that he used the whole thing with Carl Anthony Towns' family. He had many family members that died from quote unquote COVID, and RIP to his family. Like, I can't imagine because like he lost his mom and all many other family members. But like, I want whether she actually died from COVID or whether there was other underlying issues there that COVID just put it over the top to push her towards death. Not There is a lot of studies that have came out where people that died from COVID last year, supposedly, there was underlying issues there, guys, and the media wasn't telling us that. And so, of course, like the media they put fear in us. They did, and you can just see it, man. And so, and when you look at it now, the media has caused so much division in this world, guys. Like this, it's ridiculous. And Kendrick Perkins, he said that Kyrie wasn't clear of what he's standing for. Kendrick Perkins, yes, he was. He literally said, I just feel like I have a freedom of choice. He literally said that. And he's standing up for that. And if you don't see that, like, dude, you take off your blinders and like look at the bigger picture, man. All right, it doesn't matter. Like, if you're vaccinated or unvaccinated, you are not a bad person. Like, why can't you just still love that person, man, and just reunite and just come together, man? Like, you still human at the end of the day. I don't care. Like, I have some of my best friends are vaccinated, but that doesn't mean I think they're a bad person or I hate them. Like, they don't hate me because I'm unvaccinated. All right, like, it does not matter at the end of the day, dude. Like, you're going to do what's best for you or what you feel that is best for you. All right, and everybody's taking a risk. All right, because we don't really know what's going on in those vaccines, but we also don't know what's going on if we don't take the vaccine, right? But that's a risk that both sides are taking, and I think we gotta live with that, all right? And if that does not make you comfortable, then I'm sorry, man, but it's true, all right? Just come together, guys, and stop letting the media divide you guys, man. Stop letting them divide you because that's what they're trying to do, guys. Come together, all right? I'm done. Peace.